Aru was not born to lead. He was born small, quiet, and alone, on the edge of a jungle that breathed like a living thing. The trees were taller than any building, their roots thick like coiled muscles. The animals watched everything. Nothing in the jungle ignored a mistake. When Aru was still a child, he learned quickly that the jungle did not respect strength alone. It respected awareness. A careless step could wake a snake. A loud breath could scatter prey. So Aru learned to move softly, to listen more than he spoke, and to watch the way the jungle spoke to itself. He learned from the ants that even the smallest had a purpose. He learned from the elephants that power meant restraint. He learned from the river that force without direction only led to chaos. As Aru grew, the jungle changed. Long dry seasons came, harsher than before. Waterholes vanished. Hunger crept into the forest like a shadow. Animals began to fight each other for territory, for food, for survival. The balance that once held the jungle together began to break. One evening, a fire started at the far end of the forest. Not lightning. This fire was careless and fast. Wind carried it through dry grass, climbing tree trunks, chasing animals toward the river. Panic spread. Predators and prey ran side by side, fear erasing old rules. Aru did not run blindly. He climbed a high rock and shouted, not with panic, but with clarity. He struck hollow wood together, a sound sharp enough to cut through fear. Animals stopped, not because they understood his words, but because they recognized calm. Aru led them toward the marshlands, where the ground was wet and fire slowed. He guided the elephants first, knowing they would clear paths with their weight. Smaller animals followed the open ground they created. Birds circled above, calling warnings when flames shifted direction. When the fire finally died, the jungle stood scarred but alive. After that day, the animals watched Aru differently. He never claimed power. He never forced obedience. But when floods came, animals followed his signals to higher ground. When drought returned, he guided them to hidden springs he had learned to protect, never letting one species take more than it needed. Aru settled disputes not with dominance, but with understanding. He knew which territories could overlap, which paths should never cross. He reminded predators when to hunt and when to wait. He reminded prey that fear should not become cruelty. Over time, the jungle grew quieter, not weaker but balanced. Aru became its leader not because he ruled it, but because he listened to it. And as seasons passed, the jungle did not belong to Aru. Aru belonged to the jungle. That was why it trusted him. Support our community as you like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.